It's my privilege to introduce Hersh Chadha, and I want to say that it is just an enormous honor to know him because he combines compassion and humanity and philanthropy with very, very effective entrepreneurial skills, incredible communication skills, and he has an eye, like an extremely unusual eye for talent and for photography and for this beautiful country in which we're all studying. So I don't want to be too formal here. I want to introduce you to Professor Hersh Chadha and ask him to address you now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and I'm very glad to be here at AUCA in Bishkek. It's one of my favorite cities in the world. I have traveled and photographed in 83 countries in over 250 cities. But I can tell you Bishkek is one of the 3 top cities of mine in the world. And that's not just to please you, but that's how I feel. And that's one of the reasons I'm here. I was taking a plane ride to Bukhara one day, and when I was on the plane, I met a man and he said, "What do you do?" And I said, "I take pictures." And he said, "What kind of pictures?" And I said, "I work for the World Wildlife Fund. I travel around the world. I'm a friend of nature, environmentally conscious, and I like to take pictures of nature." So he says, "Okay, have you ever been to Kyrgyzstan?" I said, "No, I've never been to Kyrgyzstan, but I'd like to go there. Which is the good season to go there?" And he said, "You should come here in spring." I came here in spring 3 years ago, and one of the first places I crossed in the city of Bishkek was AUCA. So I stepped right in and I established contact, and I felt that there was a need of expression to be shared. And I walked in and I started giving master classes at your university. This would be the 4th master class or 3rd master class which I'll be giving tomorrow. But the thing that attracted me most about your country is the perfect balance you have in nature between human beings, plants and animals. And that is very rare to find. As a matter of fact, your city of Bishkek has one of the most number of trees in a city than most cities in the world. And you should feel proud about it. So, myself, I had 3 children. One of my child, boy, he passed away in an accident. But this happened 3 years ago. And I just want to share with you the reason why I'm here, and how it all began. My son, when he was small, like most of you all small children growing up, came to me and asked me, told me one day, "Dad, I am what I am, and if I'm not what I am, then who am I?" And I said to him, "Well, you are only what you want to be." So that got him thinking as to who he is and what is he doing. And I said, "Son, as you're growing, you're seeking something." And he said, "What do you think I'm seeking?" I said, "As you mature, you will seek 3 things. You'll either seek money, or you'll seek power, or you'll seek fame." He said, "Dad, is that all?" I said, "No. Once you have got either one of them as your first goal, the next thing that you will seek is happiness. And that's what life is all about, is finding your own happiness. We go around the world looking for it, but happiness stays within us. And that's where you got to really learn how to find it." So he told me, "Dad, when I grow up, I will find my happiness." I said, "When you grow up, you'll be able to see your happiness. You already have your happiness. It is through the level of maturity and understanding of yourself that you are able to seek your happiness and find it." He said, "That is very wise. You put it very well to me. I said, remember one thing all your life, and I share this with you all as students. Lessons are what we remember after making mistakes. But wisdom is what we remember before making the mistake. So as long as we understand what a mistake is, and we fully remember that, it is then that we become wise. Because unless you don't understand your mistakes, you will never become wise. It's perfectly natural to make mistakes and learn your lessons. But as you start understanding them, you will start to remember not to make them. And that's when you become wise. He said to me, what is wisdom? And I said, son, wisdom is something that matures over a period of time. But one day you will be a genius. And he said, what is a genius? And I said, intellectuals solve problems, geniuses prevent them. So in each one of us there is an intellect, and in each one of us there is a genius. We have to be able to find the difference as we progress in our life. It's not the question of just solving a problem, it's the question of preventing the problem. So that is what I told my son. And the last thing that I told him was, the best way to predict your future is to make your future, is to create. And a lot of people come across and say, we're not so fortunate, we don't have the money, we don't have the tools, we don't know what to do, where to go, how to start. But my answer to them is, that's life. But life is not what you got, but what you make of what you got. So you got to be knowledgeable of how to use the tools that you have and how to use them best to your advantage. Many times we all pray in our own religion, or we tell God all our problems. My view towards your problems is very simple. Don't tell God how big your problems are. Tell your problems how big your God is. You need to have confidence in yourself, and you need to address every problem as it comes along. Because you are the ones who control your own destiny. And if you all don't control your destiny, someone else will control your destiny. In our life, we normally, in a normal lifetime span, we see 900, 930 full moons. We go through about 300 to 315 seasons. And if we are lucky, we go through 8 vacations. So enjoy them and learn to enjoy. Life is beautiful. It's the most beautiful thing is life. You should learn how to enjoy it and enjoy it to the best. So I wish you all the best. I said a lot very fast, I guess, but I hope even if one of these things touched you and touched your heart, then I'm happy I've succeeded. The only way to repay me back for this is, one day when you get a chance in your life, do the same thing for another student somewhere. That's it. Thank you very much.